As a matter of fact, Your Honor, way back 2022, meron hong two groups of Filipinas na traffic at nahuli po sila doon bandang Simporna and Tawao area. When we made some investigation together with our counterparts, they were using then a authentic Malaysian IC. And then, authentic Malaysian IC identification cards. Pero iba po yun. Authentic po yun. Iba po ang humahawak. It was declared na nawala po yung mga authentic Malaysian ICs. So ginamit po doon ng mga kababayan nating biktima ng trafficking. Ang iba po doon, may unconfirmed report na may nakarating from eastern part of Sabah to Kuala Lumpur. Pero yung anim po, dalawang grupo, more or less 12 sila ang nahuli ng Malaysian immigration, and then they were placed in the Malaysian depot. And then after that, doon sa nakita namin, posible ho talaga yon na from the back door, alam naman natin yon, madaling pumasok using the back door or yung southern part of the Philippines.
Particularly po, aling backdoor? Which part of the
Southern
southern Philippines?
Okay. Mas marapit po ang Tawi-Tawi area. Marami hong, in fact, Your Honor, during the pandemic, medyo after ng pandemic, marami hong pinapauwi o transfer. DFA called it as transfer of our kababayans from Sabah back to Zamboanga. So, average ho ng bawat sale ng barko is 400 to 500. Ganun ho karami. So, imagine po natin, kung ganun karami ang naipapabalik sa Pilipinas, madali hong talagang ipuslit sila from Zamboanga, Sulu, Tawi-Tawi area, Condor. Kung ganun po, kung titingnan ho natin, kung maraming na ipababalik galing Sabah, go back to Zamboanga, imagine po kung gaano pumasok ng Malaysia. And ayaw rin po, in fairness po sa ating mga kaibigan, counterparts from Malaysia, disidido silang mahuli ang mga ito. Together, of course, with the coordination of the embassy, the KLPE, Kuala Lumpur Philippine Embassy, and our counterparts. So, I'm just giving the bigger picture, kung bakit possible na nandoon pumunta sa Kota Kinabalu. Kasi from Kota Kinabalu, pwede pong mag-travel by land. Bawat major places ho doon sa Sabah, eastern part of Sabah, marami pong airports. So
ang ruta na kino-consider nyo sa ngayon na pinaka-probable ng pagtakas ni Guo Huaping, which is the original specific topic ng privilege speech na dinidinig nitong subcommittee, is from Tawi-Tawi or somewhere else in the southern backdoor of the Philippines, papuntang Kota Kinabalu via Kuala Lumpur. Tama po ba?
Yes, Your Honor. As a matter of fact, ito po yung dudugtong ko. Our agency was able to monitor Harry Rocky's travel from Zamboanga to Tawi-Tawi on 02 September 2024 at around 9:30 in the morning, taking PR 2485. After po doon, titingnan natin from Tawi-Tawi, wala na ho kaming narinig. Tayo. So, another possibility po yon. Well, ayaw ko pong i-confirm, pero ito yung mga posibleng possibilities. So from there, madali na po. In fairness again, with our counterparts in Indonesia, kasi kung going back to kay Guo, Huaping, o Alice Guo, nung nasa Indonesia na siya, the same again with, of course, the BI and the Philippine National Police, nandun po yung nakaabang ang ating team PDF, na Police, Defense, and FLO. So doon po umikot, nahuli si Alice Guo sa Indonesia. We were able to monitor, possibly from KK, then to Kuala Lumpur International Airport, and then from Kilia 1 to Singapore Airport, Changi, and then nag-ferry na ho sila from Singapore to Bataan, Indonesia. So yun po ang mga posibleng na confirmed na po yun. But as to the question of how Alice Go was able to leave the Philippines, ito po yung gaps na tinitingnan pa rin namin. Sa matter of fact, palagi po kami nagmi-meeting together with the Immigration Commissioner Biado. Ito, continuous po yun kasi may mga discoveries, may mga bagong informations kami without going further into the pinaka-details po yun, ma'am. May mga other means of or vehicles or other platforms, whatever, na pwedeng pagsakyan from Tawi-Tawi to eastern part of Sabah.
So mula Tawi-Tawi po hanggang Kuala Lumpur, sumakay ba talaga sina Alice Guo ng barko o small boat, big boat? Or lumipad lang sila sa
Ah,
pagkaalam ng NICA?
From
Pursuing yung theoretical route na Tawi-Tawi to Kuala Lumpur to Kota Kinabalu, back to Kuala Lumpur en route to Singapore and then to Bataan. So yung pag-alis, kung mapupruweba nyo eventually Tawi-Tawi to Kuala Lumpur, was it by sea or by air sa pagkaalam ng NICA?
wala ho. Ang pinaka kwan po noon is by sea. Kung Tawi-Tawi. Sabi ko nga po kanina, madali pong tumawid. Kung nagpapa-return tayo ng 400, 500 plus Filipinos issued with travel documents kasi wala pong passports. Almost monthly po yun noon, 2022. Ganun ho karami ang tumatawid. So ibig sabihin, sabi ko nga po, mabilis, madaling pumasok, madaling mag-travel papuntang eastern part of Sabah.
And sir, of course, mula Tawi-Tawi, pwedeng umalis by sea or by air. Pero para dumating sa Kuala Lumpur International Airport, KLIA-1, by air.
By air po.
So
Tayo
mas
po yan,
malamang by
almost
air
more-
tumakas si Guo Huaping kesa by sea.
From KK to or eastern part of Sabah, if from Sandakan to Kuala Lumpur, it takes more than 2 hours po ang flight time.
And from Tawi-Tawi to KL International Airport, so pinaka-logical by plane
Hindi po, wala pong Tawi-Tawi to KL.
na commercial flight.
Wala po.
Unless chartered flight
Galing po
po.
ng KK. Baka ibig niyo pong sabihin, Your Honor, is from KK.
Di po.
Or
Sinusunod ko
KK.
yung ruta na,
Opo.
yung possible route na nilarawan nyo kanina.
From Sandakan, going down, Simpurna, Tawau. Yun po yung may mga airports. So pwede po mag-land from, pwede pong from Sandakan, going down to Tawau area. May mga airports po doon. And,
Sir, if I could ask briefly BI about this. Very interesting po yung the working theory that you're describing. Anong tingin po, Chief Manahan ng DI sa theory ng NICA kung paano nakatakas si Guo Huaping?
Madam Chair, there was a discussion and meeting held last year, and I'm also on board nung nag-meeting discussion. In nabanggit po ni Sir kanina na theory, BIA also have the same theory as stated by the gentleman from the NICA, Madam Chair.
So sa tingin din ng BI, pinaka-probable na jump-off point ni Guo Huaping was Tawi-Tawi
Madam Chair, yes, by sea.
by sea. And then nakarating sila sa KL International Airport.
Yes, Madam Chair.
By
Although,
plane.
yung KL International Airports, that's still a mystery, Madam Chair.
No, sir. Actually, that's the only thing we know for sure now. Meron po tayong pruweba na stamp verified by my offices, Malaysian sources, no? Na genuine. Oo, sa KL. Na the stamp at KL International Airport Terminal 1 apparently, is genuine. Yun lang ang alam natin for sure sa di ko maintindihan bakit napaka-misteryosong pagtakas na ito.
Fully agree, Madam Chair. Though the stamp might be legit, but how it was stamped may be erroneously done, Madam Chair.
So pero sa ngayon, pareho yung working theory ninyo sa BI dun sa nilalarawan ng Mika.
Yes po, Madam Chair.
Thank you, Chief Manahan. Please proceed, Sir Silvio.
Okay, yun po yung theory natin in which we were able to find out talaga. We even with the documents provided to you by your sources, ma'am, especially yung from Clio 1, then to Zamboanga, and to Singapore to Indonesia. So relatedly, sabi ko po kanina, with regards kay former spokesperson Harry Roque, yung flight details na po yun from Zamboanga to Tawi-Tawi. Malaking prueba possibility po doon. Now, of course, without going to the details, tuloy-tuloy naman po ang monitoring namin with regards sa travel log o travels ni former spokesperson Roque. Even in Dubai, in Macau, and in Japan.
So confirmed po ng Nika na pumunta siyang Dubai and then confirmed din po ba na dumaan siya sa Shanghai for 1 day and then confirmed po ba ng Nika na pumunta siyang Macau? And then what can Nika confirm about the Japan or even the US information?
Your Honor, yung previous travels niya po is wala pa po yung sa US. Yung US po is previous travels na po niya yon. Lately lang po yung mga ganito from the Philippines going out to say Shanghai and Macau and Dubai. We have reliable sources na nandun po talaga siya.
Saan po sa ngayon, sa araw na ito?
Well, I don't have the updates for now, but tuloy-tuloy naman po ang monitoring namin.
And the latest update was nasa Macau siya.
We'll check with our sources po.
But the latest information that you received, even if not today but previously, was nakarating siya sa Macau.
Yes, Your Honor.
Thank you, sir. And then, ano po yung ginagawa ng Nika sa ngayon dun sa recently arrested na di umano'y Chinese spies na member ng civic organizations dito na nakikipagtrabaho sa Chinese Communist Party at nagdo-donate daw sa mga LGU at kapulisan natin dito at nakikipagkita sa Chinese military attaché dito?
Well, that's the subject of all I can say, Your Honor, is that's the subject of the ongoing investigation with the PNP siguro. Yeah. More so that the recipients were the PNP organization.
Salamat po ng marami, Sir Silvio. Sorry, I cannot see your title. Natatakpan lang po yung... Yes, sir. Director. Salamat, Comsec. Salamat sa inyo, Director Silvio, at sa Nika. Actually, I have a couple more questions po para sa agency. During the other hearings, yung Committee on Women hearings, we came to the conclusion that these POGO hubs were also being used as conduits for espionage activities nga po, not just transnational crimes. So after the months that have passed, meron pa bang ibang, bukod sa napag-usapan na po natin, Director, meron pa bang ibang developments sa direksyong ito? Meron ba tayong mga bagong natututunan sa hugis at anyo ng espionage activities at links na mga ito sa POGOs?
Madam Chair, pasensya na po. All we have, maybe the agency can submit a report for that. Just like the reports we have submitted to you with regards to this Chinese national na gustong maging Pilipino.
Thank you so much. At sa pagbanggit din sa pang-kaugnay na issue na tinrabaho din ng opisina ko, it was really very timely na habang ini-enforce pa yung pag-ban sa